Hey guys, this is my out-of-theater reaction for Joker, Folie à Deux, or as I prefer to call it, Omelette du Fromage. I think it's a much better name. I think that's what I'm going to call this movie from now on. So, I saw the original Joker back in 2019. I liked it. I didn't love it, didn't hate it, but I did enjoy it. I thought the technical aspects of the film were quite good, had a great score, love the cinematography, love the production design, and I thought, Joaquin Phoenix did a good job as a different take on the Joker, different iteration on the Joker. I had a few problems with the movie. I thought the rest of the cast, all the supporting characters, were really underwritten, very one-dimensional, and I thought the messaging in the movie was muddled, to say the least. But I liked the movie. Of course, it went on to huge success, and it was announced that they were going to do a sequel, even though they said that this was just going to be a standalone film, a one-off film. I wasn't against that idea. I thought, all right, well, if you have a good idea and if you feel like you can explore this world, this version of Gotham competently, then yeah, be my guest. But when it was announced that it was going to be a musical, I and everyone else said, wait, what? Why? How's that going to work in this world? It's very, very odd to do a direct sequel to a very dark film and make that sequel a musical. It just felt very weird. And well, it's very weird with this movie. I'm gonna tell you guys the top. I really did not like this film. While there are some technical aspects that are good about it, it does look good. Cinematography's great. You have a very nice score, and Joaquin Phoenix, I would say most of the time, is doing a good job. Everything else about this movie does not work. Like everything that I had issue with in the original film, like when it came to the underwritten characters, they kind of double down on that. Especially in regards to Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn or Lee, or I mean, she's barely Harley Quinn in this movie. They just have her in the film to sing, which I get it. She's a superstar. She's a very talented singer, musician, composer. There's no doubt about that. But they have so little for her to do other than singing and dancing in the films. She's just completely wasted. Like, it would be very interesting to explore I don't know why it's so difficult for these filmmakers to explore the relationship between Joker and Harley Quinn. They just haven't been able to crack it. They haven't been able to do as good a job as like Bruce Timm and Paul Dini back in the day with Mad Love, with Batman the Animated Series. This is truly bizarre. But that aspect of the film does not work. The musical numbers constantly interrupt the narrative flow of the film. They don't serve the film itself. It's, when it comes to most musicals that I've seen, and that I think is the point of them, is that the songs service the characters and the stories themselves. It propels it forward. It doesn't distract. It doesn't just stop the film itself. But that's exactly what happens in this movie. And the fact that they're just all cover songs, I just think that's really lame. And even though there's maybe some good production stuff going on, like in the songs themselves, it's just like, can we just get back to the movie itself, even though the movie itself just isn't very good. So much of this movie negates everything that happens in the original film. It either just ignores certain things or retcon certain things. I want to, get into more, spoilers for, but I don't want to do this out of the reaction or my main review. But it's the worst kind of sequel where it takes away from the original film. It negates certain things. It basically says these scenes, these moments just didn't happen in the original movie, and I just found that utterly bizarre. It makes no sense. If you take out really all the musical numbers, this is actually a very short film. This is like, well, yeah, they have maybe like an hour of material, I would say, and it's just not very good. A lot of the rest of the movie, outside the stuff in Arkham, which is, again, the fact that Arthur is unreliable, and the fact that I just don't feel like the editing in this movie was very good in terms of the flow and how we go from scene to scene, just kind of confusing. But most of this movie is a courtroom drama. I'm not against courtroom drama. There's some excellent courtroom dramas. They have a Murder. It's a fantastic film, classic, courtroom drama. This is just boring. It's just a slog, and they're just relegating all the stuff that we knew about from the original film, except, well, negating certain things from the original movie. And aside from like a moment or two, like I forget the one actor who plays the little person in the original film. He returns. He actually has a good moment in the movie that I liked. One of the few good things, in between just all the bad. But so much of that courtroom drama is kind of dull and disappointing. In the third act of this movie, listen, if you love Joker, if you hated Joker, you know, you're probably gonna hate this movie, especially for its ending. It's just a wet fart of an ending. It ends in such a disappointing way that I want to get into more details with, but again, I don't want to say in this out of theater reaction, but I was like, wow, I wasn't enjoying myself of that one. I was like, yep. Well, that was very much the disgusting cherry on the shit sundae, one that pretty much makes this entire film pointless, and in a way negates so much of the original movie that in itself, that scene, the ending of this movie, negates the entirety of Joker 2019 and what I thought it was setting out to do and tried to say at the very least. So yeah, guys, yeah, this is a very disappointing movie. It's a mishmash of different ideas, and none of them have any connective tissue with each other. You're just kind of left exasperated. You're left asking yourself, who is this movie made for? Because it obviously wasn't made for the super fans of the original film. You know, it certainly wasn't made for the people who didn't like the movie, they hated the movie, and it certainly wasn't made for me, who liked it and who admired certain things about it, but I had some criticisms. It doubles down the things I didn't like about it, and it gets rid of the things that I did like about it, or doesn't focus on them as much. So, yeah, this is a huge disappointment for me. But what about you guys? What did you think of Joker Omelette du Fromage? Write down in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.